All right, that would lead us into talking about if Nigeria have got what it takes to build on this performance right there in Ivory Coast. Of course, the next African Cup of Nations takes us far away, Morocco 2025. That's in a couple of months to come,
Mm.
approximately a year. So
Yeah.
the question here is the Super Eagles of Nigeria, do they have what it takes to actually build on this performance? We saw. I mean, we saw a couple of interesting performance from them, although not the best of interesting football, especially when it comes to them being conservative with
Yeah.
their play, pragmatic at the back, then maybe tend to score one goal and defend it. But then, do they have something to build upon going into Morocco 2025?
Well, they do have a lot of things to build upon because what we saw in the recent concluded AFCON, it shows that yes, they can achieve a lot if they keep believing. But then they fall short to the second place, which I feel they have done well. Both the coach and the players, at least, they gave it all their best. Starting from the goalkeeping department to the attacking options. I think they all did well. They gave it all their best shots. But then they had to just settle for a silver medal right there. Well, going to the Morocco 2025, if you ask me, should Nigeria keep Joseph Pizarro? I would say no,
Wow.
and I have my
It shouldn't be
reasons.
kept.
Yeah, because you can't. The best way to attack, the best way to defend is
Mm.
to attack. And you saw Nigeria in the finals of that competition, the recently concluded one. They kept defending. You can't defend for a whole 90 minutes. I mean, the formation is not what he did in the final. I expect way much than that. Now, going into Morocco 2025, I do hope that they can bring someone in. Well, you might say that the preparation and getting in a new coach might take a long process to build and the likes, but I do understand that. But if Joseph Pizarro should take us to 2025, we might as well get to the final and still not win it.
Well, I won't buy that sentiment of us going all the way to dismantle the team. I think it takes a whole lot of work to be put in place in setting up a team. And now that it looks as though there is this pointer to some sort of cohesion within the set of players we've got. I mean, is it at this point? I mean, is it in place to actually dismantle the team and start all over again? But I won't subscribe to that school of thought, though. I just feel OCP0 can still be kept, if not for anything, for the sake that the African Cup of Nations is fast approaching already. It's Morocco 2025 is almost here. So I really do feel it should be kept. But then there are still some loopholes that needs to be filled up in the team. And
A lot, a
yeah,
lot of
yeah,
loopholes,
only
a
him can
lot.
do that. How do you expect a manager who doesn't even know the style of play of these players just come to take the mantle and expect him to fill up the void? Of course, it will look as though work is starting all over again, and that won't spell good for us.
Wait, this is it. This is it. They are if the NFF, if they are going to take that bold step of letting Joseph Pizarro off, I think that would be their best decision so far.
Hmm.
After the just recent concluded tournament. Yes, you can't be on the back foot just all the time. Look at no, yes, this tournament, the recently concluded one, it did well. Why? Because nobody expected Nigeria to reach that height they achieved in the 2023 AFCON. Because we all thought maybe after the group stage in the round of 16 they would get knocked out. But then they gave us a surprise.
Hmm.
Myself, I was surprised. I was shocked to see Nigeria in the finals because I believe he has overachieved as a player. But then we have a lot of quality players in this team that should be doing better. Although the players also have to take responsibility for what they did in the 2023 AFCON. Yes, they have to take responsibility. The performance in the final was nowhere near their best and not what we want to see. But then, going forward, we need a manager who can, you know, keep this team in shape and play the football we want to see. We have quality. Why defending? I mean, why will a striker isolated in front defending for your own 90 minutes. No, that's not what we want to see.
Well, that's some talking stuff. There would be leaving that to you, football fans out there, to decide. Do you still want Jose Pizarro at the helms of affairs come Morocco 2025 African Cup of Nations? Swipe up the comment section and drop your 2 cents as regards that. All right, call that the destination point on this episode that you would be wrong. Until some other time, when we'll get back here to take you through the interesting and stories emanating from the ever scintillating world of football. Do stay good and stay safe. Peace
Peace
out.
out.